Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Coach Micheal Burt, it's Monday morning. I'd like to bring you a little Monday drive this morning. Back from Florida, back at the lodge. Back moving this ball down the field, folks. Every day, in every way, we need to be moving that ball down the field. Every day, in every way, we need to move the ball down the field toward our dominant aspiration, which is our B. Okay, and you should be upset with yourself if you're not making any progress toward your B. So if you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you watch it, my name's Coach Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I coach business people and people from all walks of life who want to get increase, right? I coach them in how to activate the prey drive, which is around the new book, Flip the Switch. I coach them in business structure through my coaching program, Monster Producer. I coach people how to package their methods into millions of dollars through our coaching series. But this morning I want to talk to you about how to find opportunity. If you had a tough January or tough February and you're moving into March and you're trying to figure out where is the money, where is the opportunity? Well, we first have to start with a few mindsets. And the one mindset is there is no shortage of money. There is a shortage of creativity, there is a shortage of skill. But there's not a shortage of opportunity to generate income. So how do you go find the next opportunity? And I was talking to a person last night as we started saying, man, what problem are you uniquely qualified to solve? What ambition, Jenica Drake, do you want to help people with? Okay, because when you start thinking in terms of problems and solutions, Kathy, or ambitions and skill sets, there's always ways to generate income. So the question becomes, where is the opportunity that you want to tackle? And how are you going to tackle it? Now, what I find is that there is no shortage of leads. There's a shortage of qualified people to go back and close those leads. There's a shortage of qualified people who will persist until they watch a lead through to the natural maturation of the lead. Or, James Garcia, there's just not enough prospecting, or there's not enough this. So when you backtrack, there's not a shortage of anything when you're trying to find opportunity other than a shortage of really creativity, which is how do I create products and services that solve problems? How do I follow up with people until their logical conclusion? And where you go find the next opportunity is you follow the money. Okay, I want to slow down. I want to say this again. You follow the money. Who has the money and who has a problem? And how are you uniquely qualified to solve that problem? How do you make contact with those people? How do you explain your value? And how do you follow up with those people until you bring a deal to its logical conclusion? Okay, how do you ascertain quickly if people have the time, the interest, and the money? Are they committed? So the next opportunity really has to do with the next big problem that you're excited about solving at the end of the day. And see, I was talking to one of my buddies who's a mortgage originator, and the problem with the mortgage originator model is if you only have one product, which is a mortgage, and people are not purchasing mortgages, no matter how good you are at selling mortgages, then you know, it ain't a problem with you, it's a problem with the vehicle, because the vehicle only has one product. Amazon doesn't have one product, right, Dave Steck? You know, so when you think about it, you just got to keep taking your skill set to the greatest opportunity available to you until you find a problem that people are willing to pay money to solve. So in bad economic times, some companies actually crush it. Insurance companies, when their premiums go up, crush it. There's a lot of people that actually can prosper when you have bad economies. So here's my encouragement to you this morning. Keep going. Don't get discouraged. You're never going to win discouraged. Okay, you're never going to win playing not to lose. So you got to get up and you got to keep tracking the revenue and the money, and keep making outbound effort, and keep following up. And more importantly, ask yourself this question: what problems do I want to solve? What problems am I uniquely qualified to solve? Whose ambition do I want to help? And there's probably a lot of things you're doing that are total waste of your time, energy, money, and resources. So follow the money. Follow the opportunity. You don't have to find your why. You need to find your skill. You don't have to find your why, you need to find your skill. And then go locate the problem. Like we're about to do some things for young people 18 to 30 years old. Okay? I'm going to show them how to find their skill first and then go find a problem. Okay? And marry those two things together. And if that's the case, you'll always have cash confidence. So, every Wednesday I do the book club. If you got flip the switch, guys, this Wednesday. I'm doing Purpose to Profit Thursday through Saturday. It's going to be a big week for everybody. Okay, get your tickets to that. I'll post in the links. If you're out there trying to figure all this stuff out, spend 3 days with me virtually, and I promise you, or get the replays of this thing, and I promise you, it'll be worth it. You guys have a great day.
Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things.
I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion.
You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate.
Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no?
When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came.
And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hear people say this, well, I'm trying this Optavia business. Have you heard anybody on this stage get up here and say, well, I'm just trying this business? How many of you heard the people that burn the ships and said, man, I'm going all in on this business? See, the amateur dabbles, the pro decides, the amateur listens to their feeling. The pro never listens to their feeling. The amateur blames everybody else. The pro takes full responsibility. I am where I am today based on every decision I have made up until today. Nobody has put me where I am today except me. Now, here's the good news. If I don't like where I am, I can change it. That day in Mexico, I changed my future by making a decision to go pro in my health. 30 pounds lighter. You seen some of my books out there? I'm afraid to show you some of them books because that was a Coach Burt with a big face. I'm like, Doug, why didn't you tell me I need to get rid of the big chubby face, man? I made a decision, folks. Here are the top 5 habits of the top 1% of people. And if you want to be in the top 1% of performers in the world, these are the habits of those performers. See, I like the book Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits is about making small decisions every day. And he tells the story in that book about a gentleman who got up every morning and went to the gym, but he only stayed for 5 minutes. And when you first hear that, everybody's like, 5 minutes? Like, why would you only go for 5 minutes? How can you do something for 5 minutes? But here's the deal. Many people will never even build the habit of getting up and getting dressed and driving themselves to the gym. See, he was building a habit because he can't extend it until he gets there. See, many habits, these little small atomic habits matter. See, some of the people you're coaching, how many of you guys have had bad habits at some point in your life? Raise your hand. Yeah, all of us. All of us.